what age did you start getting
facial hair? Oh, I hit puberty really young. I was in year 6, so 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
Imagine.
Okay, so let me just draw a line, please, and get the prior, the pre and post. Okay, so pre, you was a good childhood, you know.
Yeah, it was like, my dad took me to Thorpe Park every year. Every my whole family would all go every year.
So you just get happy memories of childhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything cool, brother. Everything fine. Okay. So then you hit 10, and you start getting facial hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I started like just hair up here, and like a wee bit around my throat area. That was it. Literally, that
just a little bit.
I could have dealt with that as an adult.
Right.
You know. And then I started getting bullied for it. So people would say, "Oh, do you have a Hoover?" Yeah, I do have a Hoover. Do you want to go Hoover your moustache when you get home? And I looked in the mirror when I got home. I was like, raw, you've actually got a tash. Because hair amongst this seas, it's quite normal. Amongst women. The thing is they remove it. Yeah. So a lot of people think, oh, buriyan de baal nahi honde, like, you know, women don't get facial hair. We do, right? The thing is women generally, men tend to get facial hair, women not so much, you know, depending on culture, your heritage and your diet and your marjiya, your genetics. But for a beard to grow on a woman, I'm the exception, I'm not the rule, you know? So it was difficult. It was difficult coming to terms with that. I was bullied a lot, like horrendously.
So age 10.
Yep.
And it just gets stronger and stronger.
What, the bullying or the beard?
Both, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay. And then obviously, did you not think of removing it or anything?
Yeah, of course. So we hit puberty in year 6.
It was we.
Me.
Yeah, go on.
Me, I hit puberty in year 6.
Yeah.
And then went into secondary school, and yeah, I wish I never went to secondary school. That was hell on earth for me.
Like just starting.
Hell on earth.
So you started year 7. How much beard was on you?
There was no beard at that time. It was just really fine hair along my throat.
But fine isn't that? It's really hard for like a visual reference. I don't know, but I'm presuming.
Really fine as in patale, like thin, Hannah.
Okay.
Thin. The hair was the colour of my skin. The only time you saw it was when light shone or the sun shone on it, you know? Otherwise you wouldn't know. Unless you looked really close at my face. I was bleaching, shaving, tweezing, threading, waxing. I was way too young for laser treatment or electrolysis, but I kept on having to get it waxed, you know? And so there was about 2 or 3 years there, or maybe 2.5 years. So the whole of year 7, the whole of year 8, and then maybe towards the middle of year 8, I don't know, maybe year 8 or year 9, somewhere between there, I started waxing it, Hannah. And then people were like, oh yeah, she's definitely a man, she's shaving now. Why, did your dad teach you how to shave?
But if you wax it, you can't see it, no?
You can't see it, so but it came back darker and thicker. And it spread. That's how I got the full beard.
But that's not because of the waxing.
Apparently.
Oh, it is?
Apparently so.
So if you didn't wax, it would have just been in a...
I think... Really? I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea. Again, I guess we'll never know. I started shaving and it came back darker than when it was a lot finer and, you know, just brown.
And you just didn't want to stay on top of it?
I just thought it wasn't that.
No,
I kept on carrying on, went for waxing every other day or every other 2 days. It was horrible. And I would walk out of the shop with like chunks of my skin just ripped out, you know? So you've got sensitive skin, put hot wax on it, right? Don't even stretch my skin out, just, you know, just strip it off. My whole face, chunks of skin off, red, raw. The little hairs that didn't come out, they would then go over the soft, sensitive skin that was burnt from the wax with the thread. Have you ever had threading done? Come on.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah. So then...
It's a safe place.
Yeah, so then they would go over it with the thread. Oh, it hurt the amount of scabbing, the scars, my skin was even sagging at one point. And I just went, Mirtoni Honda, I can't do it.
So what type of impact did this have on you then, mentally?
Wow. The thing is...
No, I've got to ask the question. It does seem pretty obvious, but I'll have to hear it from you, don't I? Because it sounds obviously like hell on earth, doesn't it?
The thing is when you ask me these questions, I want to blurt out the answer like I don't give a shit in the world.
Yeah, but don't give a shit.
But then I also think to myself, you're a motivational speaker, you have a duty of care to the people listening as well.
But you have a duty of care to your own feelings. That's how you felt at age 10 to 15 or whatever it is.
I was 16 when I started just growing it out.
Right, okay, so let's not do the grow out bit. I'm talking about prior to it. Like you in secondary school, like what type of emotional impact was that? Because I don't think I could put it into words.
I hated it. I hated walking to school. I hated walking from class to class. I hated going into my tutor room when we would get registered, knowing exactly what I was going to walk into. I hated having... children pass me my book because every time they did, they would either stab my hand with a pen or they would slap me or they would do something or, I remember being cornered one day and it was lunchtime and I remember literally being cornered into a corner and they were kicking footballs at me. Rock hard footballs. I'd just been pumped up. I was like, for fuck's sake, like, I'm living. I've not done anything to you. I'm just an innocent young girl trying to get an education and then fuck off out of here.
Yeah.
What's your problem?